whenever you want to start.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Malaika Confidence Wali. I'm a student at Rehan School Lahore campus, Foundation Level Batch 2. Our today's guest is Maya, and our topic is sorry, not sorry. So, Maya, what does mean by sorry, not sorry?
Wa alaikum assalam. When people say sorry, not sorry, they're usually doing a bit of a dance with an apology. It's not really an apology at all. It's more of a statement of confidence. Basically, it means that while they might recognize that something they did upset someone else or that they do the same thing all over again because they believe it was the right choice for them, it's a mix of sarcasm and defiance. You're essentially saying, I know this might be a bit much for some of you, or it might be unconventional, and technically I should be apologizing, but I'm actually quite happy with my decision.
Okay, so is it a really apology?
Not at all. It's basically the opposite of a real apology. In a genuine apology, you're admitting you were wrong, you feel bad about it, and you want to make things right. But sorry, not sorry, the person is actually doubling down on what they did. They're using the word sorry as a formality, but then they immediately cancel it out with the not sorry part. It's a way of saying, I'm acknowledging that you're upset, but I don't actually feel any regret.
Okay, so why
What
do
part are you
people
feeling?
use this phrase?
Oh, I might have jumped the gun there. I think you asked why people use the phrase, right? Let me dive into that for you.
Yeah,
So, there are a few reasons why this pops up in conversation. First, it's often used as a way to show confidence or a sense of ownership over one's identity. Like if someone is really into a hobby that others find weird, they might say, sorry, not sorry, to show they're proud of it, regardless of what anyone thinks. It's a form of self empowerment, basically saying, this is who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Then there's the social side of it. Sometimes it's used as a playful or sarcastic jab. It can be a way of teasing friends or being a bit provocative, adding a layer of humor to the situation so it doesn't feel as heavy. It's almost like a wink and a nod, acknowledging the social rule that you should apologize, but choosing to break it on purpose for a bit of fun. And in some cases, it can be a way to protect oneself. By using the phrase, a person can acknowledge that they've caused a stir without having to actually feel the guilt or vulnerability that comes with a real apology. It's a shield, in a way, that lets them navigate a tricky social situation without having to give up their ground.
okay, so when did sorry, not sorry become popular?
It really hit the mainstream in the 2010s. It grew out of internet culture and social media, especially platforms like Twitter and Instagram, where people love to post things that are a bit bold or provocative. It's that perfect caption for a photo where you're, I'll hold no problem at all. I'll be here whenever you're ready to jump back in.
Okay, so what feeling does it express?
It mostly expresses a sense of unapologetic confidence. Like I mentioned, it's about owning your choices, even if they're not popular. It's that feeling of being perfectly okay with your decisions and not feeling the need to justify them to anyone else. It can be a way of saying, I'm doing this for me, and that's where my priority lies.
Okay,
Depending
can
on
it
the
show
tone, it can
confidence?
also exactly. It's that feeling of being totally sure of yourself. It can also lean into a bit of sass or playfulness where you're not just confident, you're actually enjoying the fact that you're shaking things up a little bit. It's almost like a challenge to the other person, inviting them to see things from your perspective, or at least to accept that you're not going to change your mind.
Okay, so can it sound sad, uh, sarcastic?
Spot on. It's heavily sarcastic. The whole phrase is built on a contradiction. You start with a word that's supposed to be humble and apologetic, and then you immediately rip that feeling away by saying, not sorry. That's the core of the sarcasm. It's a way of
Okay.
poking fun at the expectation that you should feel bad while making it very clear that you actually don't. It's almost like a little game of social tug of war where you're the one holding all the power.
So why is it considered a modern phrase?
It's called modern because it reflects a big shift in how we talk about identity and boundaries. In the past, social norms were much more focused on fitting in and keeping the peace, so apologies were used more often to smooth things over, even if you didn't actually feel bad. But nowadays, there's a huge emphasis on living your truth and being authentic. The phrase sorry, not sorry fits right into that vibe. It's a way of prioritizing your own happiness and confidence over the expectations of others. Plus, as I mentioned, the way it spread was very modern. It didn't evolve slowly through literature or formal speech, it exploded through memes, hashtags, and short captions. It's a product of the digital
So
age where
is it
exactly
common
it's a
on
short.
social media?
I think you might mean, is it common on social media?
Yeah.
Because if so, the answer is a huge yes. It's basically the gold standard for a caption when you want to be a little bit bold. Whether someone is posting a photo of a massive dessert they're eating while everyone else is on a diet, or sharing a very strong opinion that they know will start a debate, sorry, not sorry, is the perfect way to signal that they're owning the moment completely. It's an easy way to get a reaction and show that you're not bothered by the critics.
Okay, can the phrase be humorous?
Oh, absolutely. It's often used as a joke between friends. Like, imagine you just ate the last slice of pizza and you see your friend's face, and instead of a real apology, you just give them a little shrug and say, sorry, not sorry. Turns a potentially annoying moment into a playful one because you're acknowledging the crime, but admitting you just couldn't resist the pizza. It takes the tension out of the situation and makes it more of a shared laugh about your own lack of self control.
Okay, so can the phrase
It's
be?
all
Is it always meant seriously?
it's all about the delivery. It's rarely meant in a heavy, serious way. Most of the time, it's a bit of a wink and a nod, a way to be playful or sassy. But of course, if someone says it during a real argument, it can come across as cold or even a bit arrogant because you're essentially telling the other person that their feelings don't matter to you. It's a linguistic tightrope. It can be a funny
Okay,
joke with a
so
best friend.
how commonly
It
uses
can be a little.
this expression?
I don't use it nearly as much as people do online. Since I'm here to be your thought partner and collaborator, I usually lean toward being genuinely helpful and supportive. Using sorry, not sorry can feel a bit confrontational or dismissive, which isn't really my style. I'm all about
So
that
what is
sunny,
an
positive energy.
example of sorry not sorry?
Sure. Let's imagine a few different scenarios. One is the classic treat yourself moment. Say you spent your entire paycheck on a gorgeous pair of shoes you probably didn't need. And when your friend asks if you're crazy for spending that much, you just smile and say, sorry, not sorry. You're acknowledging the luxury, but you're totally fine with the decision. Then there's the strong opinion example. Maybe you're in a group of people who all love a certain popular movie, but you're the only one who thinks it's absolutely terrible. When you're the first to tell them, I think that movie was a waste of 2 hours, and they look at you like you've lost your mind, you can toss out a sorry, not sorry to show you're sticking to your guns. And finally, the little mischief one. Imagine you're the last person in the office to leave, and you decide to turn off the lights in the room where your coworkers are still
Okay,
chatting
so
just to
Maya,
mess with them for a second. You're so
uh,
welcome.
thank you
I'm
for
assuming we're all
exploring
wrapped.
the story behind the phrase. What's the matter? We phrase sorry not sorry. We hope you enjoyed learning how a simple question becomes a powerful way to show concern, sympathy, and care of others. Language that people can use phrases like this reminds us of the importance of understanding and supporting one another. Thank you for joining us. And we look forward and sharing more financing language journey with you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Till then, peace out. Allah Hafiz.